How you doing? A couple months ago I put a video out. My little girl said I didn't have enough action. Said I didn't have enough character. Said that it was pretty bland. That's her laughing in the background. So, she says I have to hype it up. She's taught me through this. This is a gun video and we will get around to it. However, here goes. Hello and welcome to Guns with Daddy. You've already seen one of my videos where I previewed the Ruby 38 Special that I picked up for less than $50. I talked to you about the restoration of the gun. I talked about how it shot. I talked about all the little niches it fills and how proud I was of it. Well, I picked up another little gun and I'd like to talk to you about it. But first I'd like to talk to you about how, I really wasn't a revolver guy. Beforehand, I had, semi-automatic pistols, a couple of single-action pistols, maybe, 22s or something of that nature. Most of them were the rifles. The only revolvers that you could say I had at one time were these, the black powder pistols. I owned Navies, Armies, had a Walker. Fun to shoot, a lot of historical reference to them and love them. Anyway, so in my looking around for, some revolvers and something to play with, I picked up my wife's carry gun. My wife's carry gun was a Taurus Model 85. So we moved along with some revolvers. It's time to buy some revolvers. And so I was down at a local pawn shop here in Purcell, Oklahoma. That's where I'm talking to you from, Purcell, Oklahoma. And I come across the cheap little old revolver. It wasn't nothing, fancy or anything of that nature. The price is what, stepped out at me. But what really caught my eye was who made the gun. Now, if you look at this gun, we'll go ahead and we'll open this thing up and let you see that we are empty. There ain't nothing in them cylinders. When you look at this gun, right off the bat, you think that's a H&R model pistol. She's still laughing in the background. And that's what I thought. But if you look really closely, and I hope I can get this in there, you can see three little letters up there on that. And I don't know if it's going to adjust in there. Maybe there. Can you see that? NEF. New England Firearms. We're all familiar with the New England single shot shotguns. My first gun was a single shot 410. I've had several of them. 12 gauge, 20 gauges, all kinds of different barrel lengths, futon. And we all know that they're indestructible. That most of the time you come to some old farmer's house, you're going to find he has one of those, and he's probably owned it for, since, he was probably standing guard when Noah was loading animals onto the boat. Anyway, so that kind of got my interest up, and with the price, I didn't have a whole lot of money, so I put it on layaway, just basically put a deposit down for him to hold it. And I come back and I read about it. There wasn't a whole lot of information on them, but the guns turned out to be, a pretty good little old gun. Everybody that said that they had it, was really impressed with it. Well, I just got through taking the gun shooting, and the gun is a really good shooter. Go ahead and get it up here for you to see it. It kind of, releases the cylinder in a different fashion. You pull this pin forward, and the swing arm releases it. And instead of 6 shots, if you count all them holes, they'll come up to 9. So it's just a cheap little plinking 22 revolver. So, like I said, I bought the gun, brought it home, cleaned it up. The old finish was in pretty good shape. And just like the H&R guns, or the NEF guns, it has a color case hardened frame. So I thought that was kind of neat. It did need a little cleaning up. I cleaned it up. But I took this gun out and I shot it with some of the dirtiest ammunition you can shoot, that Aguila ammunition. I hope I pronounced that right. And I bet I shot close to 200 rounds out of this gun the first time I went to shoot it. And the little gun just worked great. There toward the end, it started to get sluggish. You know, it started to build up a lot of, you know, fouling and residue. But the thing was fun to shoot for 200 rounds, and it didn't break the bank. I would not say it was a precision shooter. It did. I was shooting it at I can't think what they're called. You know, little fall down pie pan targets, and it you know, I don't know if it was skill or luck, but it did knock them down. I was about 25 yards away. And like I said, it was a fun gun to shoot. And maybe, you know, some good practice for me to get my, you know, my revolver skills built up. You know, learning how to shoot the gun double action, you know, as opposed to single action. You know, I had a lot of fun with the little gun, and it's a good thing to go looking sometimes at some of these local pawn shops and gun shops and see what's out there. Hope to have a review here real soon on a little semi-automatic 22 I found, you know, because just as soon as I got this thing, I saw that one sitting right beside it, and it's a little FIE. But anyway, I want to thank my little girl for helping me. This was.
What's up? It's me, Anna. I'm amazing.
Anyway, she wants me to be more outgoing and outlandish, and I wished I could, you know, do all the things on camera that other people do. I just basically want to get on film and show everybody what I've got for guns. You know, it's been, you know, I've messed with working on old cars and motorcycles, but I really enjoy the guns. You know, I was a gunsmith in the military, and that was fun. I currently work in law enforcement and also drive a truck part-time, and I've had an old truck that I restored, but guns are fun. You can find something for next to nothing, make it look good, fix it up. I have a lot more success with that. But anyway, thank you for your time.
And make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more.
Like and subscribe.
Don't forget that.